What is good, my people? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hopefully, everyone is well this fine Friday evening. Yom Juma. Barakallahu fikum. Kowat.com. Make sure you go over there, check it out. We are actually, we're good. We're just doing the formalities and all the paperwork, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Make sure you sign up. You do not have much time. Not much more time, gentlemen and ladies. Abuamerican Abuamerican.com/shop. Dudes, I am dead tired. I'm like, I don't know if you can see my eyes. I'm like zombie mode here. But I'm here because I have been offline for a minute. I think all last week I didn't do any lives. Yeah, Abuamerican.com/shop. Go check us out. You can actually now, the page has been a little bit revamped and you can find most of the products just on the first page. So you just got to scroll down. It's more landing page style right now, but go over there, check it out. Got something for everybody. So mashallah, this brother got asked the right question. How has life been treating you, Abuamerican? Allahumma barak. Allah has blessed me greatly. There is just, mashallah. It's almost scary. It's almost scary how good it's going right now. It's almost terrifying. Usually when things go really well, it's like something's about to blow up. When you're, what I mean? Yeah, it's good, mashallah. Allahumma barak. May Allah, make us all, in a good situation in this life, in the next, me. So, my title, Hasbullah is more manly than you. Obviously, I'm talking to a specific sector of people. I'm not talking to everybody. Maybe he's more manly than some of you guys or some of us. I don't know. But in specific, I want to talk about, just the reaction to the video I did. So let's go over that first. So Hasbullah, may Allah increase him and us. I mean, he made a video and he was asked about women, and he basically trashed modern women. Yeah, he trashed them for what when he trashed them, he did it from the perspective and the stance of what we all know about a lot of these modern women. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah. And we're not going to say it's all the women, obviously. We're not going to say it's all our sisters or whatever else, or all the women. I don't know, if he's talking Muslim, non-Muslim, but in general, we would assume, him being Muslim and whatnot, where he's going. Don't know, don't care. It's a modern reflection. We talk about it all the time. These, exorbitant and excessive mahars and expectations when it comes down to weddings and marriages and this and that. And you got to do this and you got to buy me that. And I ain't got to do nothing. Everything they want has nothing to really do with you. It has everything to do with what you can provide for them, which any man can do. So understand that first off before we go further into this topic of Hasbullah, but he covered it. And if you didn't understand what he was saying, it was quite profound, because what you have to do sometimes is you have to extrapolate information out of what someone's saying. And like you said, women are in it for the wrong thing. What's the wrong thing? The wrong thing is materials, because that never changes. They want to be loved for who they are and what they are, but they don't want to love you for that, And the reality is everything all these sisters are asking for, any man can give them. So that means there's nothing special about you giving it to them and then saying, that's my wife. This is absolutely zilch. Nothing to it. If she says, give me 50,000 and you can't give her 50,000, but 10 other guys can give her 50,000, what makes those? You're definitely not special. You're just disqualified. So there's absolutely nothing special about you because you ain't got the 50,000 mahr. And the other 10 guys that can give her the 50,000 mahr, now it's just a competition to see who maybe offers 55 or whatever else. It's a bidding process. There's nothing special about it. So any of these sisters talking about 50, this is my right, this, that, the other. Yeah, it's her right. Sure. Okay, fine. Give it to her. But just understand where you stand. You have not done anything that is unique. You just did something almost any guy can do if he's focused in life and he's accomplishing goals. The only thing that stopped her from picking you over somebody else is maybe you got your money later. You got it just a day too late, and that brother had it before you. So Hasbullah was talking about this, and if you really extrapolate, it's like they're in it for the wrong reason. Guys want to, maybe you can say the same thing about guys. Some guys do it for the wrong reasons, but generally, everything that a man loves a woman for, it can't be separated from her. So, I'm whining because your mother gave birth to a sack of crap like you. It's a horrible world with you in it. It just sucks, man. We had to have a loser wanker like you born onto the earth and then come on the internet and find me. It's a horrible life. That's why, Beehive. So anyway, you're the person, Beehive, that your mother should have dropped on the head, but you shouldn't have recovered. Anyway. So anyway, gotta have some fun with it. Welcome back, Beehive. So anyway, Beehive's a regular here. I was just messing with him. So anyway, he talks about this type of thing. These are and anyway, it's a reality of the world we live in today. And it's a reality that a lot of guys have to deal with. And everybody's like, yo, let me go back home. Let me get this girl, this, that, the other. And that's what a lot of guys are doing. They're going back home to get, to get that girl that they're looking for. And, I think it's just a matter of time before Western sisters, that Western sisters, are going to be left out in the cold. But anyway, moving on. So anyway, in that video, and I'm going to change the video. I'll edit it, this is a fact right here. I've not seen it either. I've never heard of a brother saying he paid $20K for a mahr and still happily married. Guys be getting robbed and then they celebrate the robbery by having a wedding. It's true. I've never seen it either. I've never seen these expensive weddings last. They just break expensively. And the reason why nobody says anything is because they're too ashamed to tell everybody, I just paid $50,000 and I got divorced in like a year or 2 years. It's like, yo, you pay $50,000 for a car. That thing usually lasts like 10, 15 years. You can't even get a marriage to last that long at the same price. Man, y'all suffering. So anyway, you better go rent that thing. No, I'm just playing. So anyway, in that video, and I'll change the video. I'm gonna go remaster it, re-edit it. I said about Hasbullah. I don't mean anything bad about it, but fine, fair enough. Some of the brothers were correct. I called him Garden Gnome. I'm gonna call him little dude from here out. I mean, he's a little dude, man. But that little dude, he's like one of the goats of our time. He's one of the greatest of all times in our time. That dude, he's like, he's killing it. Man's living his best life. Man's got money. He got guns. The dude got guns. He's a little dude. He can't put his finger around the trigger. He got to hold it like this and like do like that. Have you seen him? Dude's got guns, got cars, got just cash, counting stacks of cash online. Dude's famous. People trying to do videos with him. All sorts of famous. Dude is living his best life. And not only that, dude's willing to fight. He's willing to go and fight. He's like, yo, there's this other little dude over here. I'm going to fight this dude. Something most of you guys on the internet won't do. You whiny dudes. We're going to get into what type of dudes you are because it's not all you dudes. This little dude even ready to fight. He's like, yeah, exactly, man. Barakallahu feek, honor. He got religion and he's ready to fight. Dude's ready to scrap. He gonna put some gloves on and fight other little dude. I forgot that. I don't even know that guy's name, man. He's famous too. I don't even know his name. See, that's how much of the goat he is. So anyway, not only that, now little dude, he knows the real deal with modern day women. This dude's like, he's like that tall. And he slam dunking on you cats. How you gonna let the little dude slam dunk on you? This dude come up to like your thigh or your kneecap and he slam dunking on y'all. Man. Abdul Razak. Oh, Abdul Razak. Okay, that's his name. The other little dude. Yo, this little dude is killing it. The little dude's killing it. And then I make this video, I'm joking around, I'm playing and whatnot. I got total respect for you. You got complete respect for him, man. I call him garden gnome or whatever else. Man, I'm just playing. It's like calling him little dude. I mean, I don't even. Someone's gonna get mad because I call him little dude now because he's a little dude. He's a little dude. That's real. I don't know what else to call him. Okay, garden gnome might be out of line. Fine. I'm gonna change the video. I am. I'm gonna change the video. It's still up. When I remaster it, I'll take that one down. I'll put the new one up as the remastered version. Fine. I accept. Abuamerican don't act like he's perfect and like I'm always right. It's fine. It could be considered a type of backbiting. Could be. I don't know. Fine. I don't know how he feels about it. Looking at that little dude and how he handles his business and how he runs through life, I highly doubt he's going to take offense to it. But fine. He might not like the random internet guy, Abuamerican, calling him garden gnome. I'm going to change it. But what drives me to say he's more masculine than a lot of you dudes, a lot of you dudes just come over here and y'all just mad and whiny and just upset. You call Hasbullah garden gnome. Yo, you the same guys that go out and get crazy about like some football team, you know, and start toilet papering your neighbor's car and yard because Arsenal lost or something. Y'all got to really get off this personality worship stuff, man. You know, Cat's literally in the comment section talking about you gonna come out and fight me because I call Hasbullah, a dude who don't even care you exist, which is not a bad thing. You shouldn't care that everyone exists. Hey, they exist, fine, but you shouldn't care. Dude don't even care that you exist. Don't know your name. He ain't gonna hang out with you. He ain't gonna make no videos with you. He ain't gonna give you none of his guns, none of his money. He ain't gonna let you ride in his car with him. He might not even do a selfie with you. You mad talking about you want to fight me? Hey, look, you know, I don't know what y'all's obsession with my channel is. If I make you mad, just block my channel. You know you can do that, right? You could block, like, just put on there, do not recommend, you know, remove it, block my channel, whatever else. You won't see my stuff again, you know. But I'm just gonna start buying like boxes. I'm probably gonna invest in like, you know, a female sanitary company, you know, care or something, and just start buying all you dudes that come here complain like this. Every time I show up, I'm just gonna buy you a box of Tampax and just mail it out. Just give me your information. I'm not gonna show up at your door. I'm just gonna mail you some tampons and some maxi pads because that's what you guys are. Y'all, I'll mail you a skirt too. Okay? And then every time I make you mad, you know what you do? I bitch you guys out every time I make you mad. I steal your masculinity. Literally. That's how bad it is. And so every time you get mad, I'm gonna pull out this dress and then Tampax. I'm gonna mail it to you. I'm gonna call you Sally. Okay? There you go, Sally. It's that time of the month. I might send you a chocolate bar too, because I heard chocolate bars that reduces menstrual cramps. Y'all dudes in my comments having menstrual cycle cramps. Abuamerican, I'm gonna fight you over Hasbullah and call him garden gnome. Really? You gonna show up and you gonna fight me? You gonna fight me over Hasbullah? Just come fight me. Just say you want to fight me. You ain't gotta come up with some goofy excuse. Dude, Desi with the $10 super chat. Barakallahu feet. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Man, mashallah, how's my day going? Alhamdulillah, it's been, bro, it's a crazy day. I'll just say that. I can't talk about my job a whole bunch, but like a lot of stuff happened. You know, it was wild, man. It was wild, but it was a good day. You know, alhamdulillah. I got to shine multiple times, you know, not only this day, but during the week. So, man, mashallah, Allahumma barak has been good, man. It's been good. Got my drone in the air, you know, got some drone photos. I get paid for it. Can you imagine that? I fly my drone at work and I get paid big bucks to fly my drone at work. How are you going to have a bad day like that? I just don't know, man. Allahumma barak. So, jazakallah khair. My day has been good. Hopefully, your day has been going good also. So, Hasbullah, looking at this dude, it's arguable. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case, but it's arguable. He's been dealt like some bad cards in life, you know. He's not going to be the 6 foot guy, 6 foot, you know, 6 pack, 6 foot. He's not going to be that guy to any girl. You can say he got dealt bad cards, but look at the dude. He's happy. He's come to accept with the terms of how he is, what he is, and it brought him fame. You see, not only fame's not really that important, but it's brought him success. That fame is a form of success, you know, and he's got success in his life. This dude is happy, and not only happy, he understands the world really well. See, now if I had made that same video as Hasbullah and said, women are in it for the wrong thing, this, that, the other, nobody wants that. We don't need you. We don't care. This, that. Brothers would be mad at me, ranting in the comments for the next 4 months, hoping Sister Fatima, Fatima Habiba would see his comment and say, oh my, Khalid, you're so amazing. You told Abuamerican off. Hey, just waiting. I hope she sees it. Whoever y'all are when you're in my comment section, y'all would be Damian Platts with the Romanian 1234. Barakallahu feet. Jazakallah khair. I am doing very well. Thank you, good sir. A little bit tired, but I'm doing well. Jazakallah khair. Thank you. And I hope you're doing well too, my good man. So, dudes out here living his best life, making the best of his life. Why aren't you guys doing the same? You know what I'm saying? Beehive says, but what if someone made a video with you and referred to you by your most hated name in the world? Is Garden Gnome the most hated name in the world to him? Has somebody checked in with him? I tagged him just in case. Not because I'm insulting him. I was like, you know what? Let me tag him. And if this dude reach out to me and let me know, that would be awesome because I'd love to meet this little dude. And if he says, hey, man, I find this offensive or something, or someone writes me, one of his representatives writes me and says it's offensive, I take it down. So I tagged him. So I'm sure you want someone on the internet to defend your honor. Now, I don't need it. I don't need nobody to defend my honor. May Allah grant you patience, bro. Just Allah khair, man. May Allah grant you patience. I'm not, bro, I don't need anybody to defend my honor. I don't expect it. I've gotten past that point. I'm like 49, man. People ain't gonna people are not gonna defend my honor, and I don't expect them to. If they want to, barakallahu feek, I'll thank them, and that's a great thing. But listen, guys, don't go getting into arguments with people about me. Don't get into arguments with people about me, man. Just let them go, man. It's like, why are they obsessing over me anyway? You know what I mean? So there's entire websites. There's websites with like forums that there's a forum section that's just dedicated to me. Bro, what you gonna do with that, man? Just let them people go, man. Let them people obsess over whatever, and let them just wallow in their weirdness, bro. Don't worry about it, man. People get mad at me. They want to call me nigger. They want to call me this, dude, like that, whatever. Okay. Well, I hope it makes you feel good. What is it? People can insult me, but the only power an insult has is the power that I give it. If I'm gonna sit here and focus on that, he called me the N-word. Boo-hoo. Okay, get in line. That line of people who call me the N-word, I've already said it. It goes all the way back to like the 3rd grade. I had adult men yelling it at me when I was a kid. I don't know why African Americans are so mad about it anymore. That's the worst thing you could possibly call me, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't even bother me. You know what I mean? I don't even care. You can't call me something that's gonna make me mad. I'm trying to give you guys something that you could say that would insult me, and I can't think of it because who cares? I mean, barakallahu feek, bro. Jazakallah khair that you defend me. Oh, dude, that's with the $5 super chat. Jazakallah khair. What if Hasbullah finds it amusing and funny that you call her Garden Gnome and laughs without finding it offensive? He could. He probably would. The dude is happy. You think he's gonna he's not only happy, he's famous. You think he's not used to insults and people trying to insult him and get him mad or whatever. But I wasn't trying to insult the dude. I got absolute respect for this dude, man. I have complete respect for him. This dude is so he natural. You could see it. It's not an act. That's what's the most beautiful thing about that dude. He is 100% just like, yo, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. I don't care what you think. I don't care who's watching. The camera's on, cool. But you can tell that dude's like that 24/7. How many people are like who they are and how they are all the time? I guarantee you, I would put money on it if it was allowed to bet. If it was halal, I would bet money that when the camera goes off, that little dude is the same dude he is 24/7. Absolute respect, man. Absolute respect. But barakallahu feek, man. Jazakallah khair that you defend my honor. But it's not necessary, bro. Don't get yourself in some arguments with people, about just something they got their minds made up about. But, it's not about, insulting people. Because, I obviously had no intention to insult them. But this is why I'm going to change the video, because it could potentially be offensive. And barakallahu feek to those brothers out there who advise with wisdom and hikmah and whatnot. One of the reasons why I leave the video up is because I can't change the video. And so there's a lot of comments there. Good comments, that should be seen, but I don't know how to leave the video up without seeing the video, but at the same time, the comments stay up. So eventually I'm just going to change it out. So I'm leaving it there, when I have time, maybe this weekend, I'll remaster and I'll upload it, you know. Damian Platz with the 12 Romanian, what do they have in Romania? I don't even know what it's called, the Romanian something. How's the website going? It's going good, man. Mashallah. It's going really well. We got Abuamerican's been revised. It's been redone. So it looks different now. If you go down there, it should load faster. And it's more like a landing page style setup. But it's like, I can't explain. You just got to go over and check it out. It's really good. And cowife.com is actually, we're ready, man. We're just, we're working on some legalities and whatnot. We're doing all the legals. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, but we're that far, man. We have a product that works, so we're good, man. Just like hard for asking. But this, little dude, man, he's killing dudes who have been given everything in life and masculinity. He's killing it. How's he gonna know about women better than other dudes, man? Dudes that have been like square jaw, 6 foot tall, good genetics and whatever else. And he know better than these dudes. Dudes are in literal hate with me for the very thing this guy said. Guys who should know better. Hasbullah knows better. But there's not a metric this dude isn't doing better than almost all of us. And he's like, what? He's 18? Someone just looked it up. He's like 18. He's killing all of us in a killing us in a permissible way. If that makes sense. He's just dunking on us. Yeah, that's a big thing right there. That's true. You got these dudes. He's around he's just around just straight. I don't know what to call them. They're like murderers, man. They're just like, they're MMA murderers. They just be ending entire careers. Khabib ended McGregor's career. He's around dudes that are going around axe murdering dudes' MMA careers. So, I mean, it's just, man, mashallah. So, yeah, if you come up around that, I guess it makes sense. I guess it got to make sense. But, I mean, he a little dude, and he's slam dunking on all of us. This dude's got more masculinity, especially more masculinity than all them whiny dudes in the comment section. All them whiny dudes in the comment section, you guys got to change your maxi pad. You guys got to change your tampon, guys. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You want to fight me and you want to be mad and insult me and whatever. Guys. We can't do this, man. We can't do this. It's too much emotion. You know what I mean? I get a good laugh out of it. I get entertained. You know what I'm saying? I get to see something new, which brings me to new ideas and concepts. Like, guys, like, there's nothing wrong with the masculinity of the Muslims. We're fine, with the book and the Sunnah. And I agree. We're fine with the book and the Sunnah. And then they, like, on the internet getting emotional. Sahaba would literally carry swords, go out and hack people to pieces with a sword. They would take a sword like a butcher in a butcher shop. Go to a butcher shop window and watch what he does. Whack, 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 hacking me up. That's what they would do to other people. We're not in that situation. We ain't got their masculinity. Yes, that is the masculinity of the Muslims. They jihad. We have it. We fight jihad. Yo, you're Ahmed from accounting. We got a problem with masculinity. Ahmed from accounting who, eats too much shawarma and won't go to MMA classes because we don't need that. Yeah, all right. Grab another shawarma, bro. What can I tell you? Put down the weight to grab a shawarma. Akhi Kareem, do you have any advice for someone trying to regain their confidence as a man when they go through a personal failure? Bro, let me tell you something. I can tell you my life story. I have failed at almost everything, including relationships. I failed at relationships to the point I failed so many times that I can't fail no more. Because I've seen it all. That's why I say I do it all so you don't have to. I made so many mistakes in so many relationships that I can actually I'm the guy that's done it wrong so many times that I can advise you on what not to do and what to do, because I have the bro. You just got to push through it, man. There's literally nothing else you can do. I failed at business. I failed at jobs. Sometimes I failed. I just told the guys we were having a Zoom call. We were in a Zoom call. And see, I'm not afraid to tell anybody this stuff. People, you put it on the internet, throw it wherever else. I went to university. I started off at university, and I started off with automotive engineering. Then I was just lazy. I ain't gonna lie, I was lazy. And I didn't really fail at it, but quitting is failing. So I quit engineering, automotive engineering. I went to environmental engineering, but it was still engineering. I was like, I still can't be lazy. Because I thought like environmental engineering would be a bunch of hippies, like, chilling and smoking weed and just like, yeah, man, if we like just save the planet, what we're going to do, you're going to cut down the street lights and we're going to put bioluminescent trees that attract fireflies and they'll be the new street. So I thought I was going to be around a bunch of hippies, and just like, yeah, plant trees. I thought that's what environmental engineering was going to be. It was just a bunch of more engineering. And so you just turn from one math to another math. And I was like, and I was still lazy. so then I became an English teacher. And that was easy. So I failed at everything. I failed at school. I failed at jobs. I failed at relationships, man. I failed at business. My wife, she's in the comment section. She'll tell you I did business deals. I just lost money. She could tell you two right off the top of the head cost me 5,000 euros. Two. Immediately, she can say like, "Yo, now this one and this one." Tried to work with this German guy, 2,000. Just tried to work with these other brothers, and they just basically robbed us. They just took the money and they didn't even give us the product that we wanted. Because I've been working on like apps and whatnot for a while. Brother was app developer. He was supposed to develop our app. He just took the money and he didn't give us nothing. Nothing. He didn't even give us an incomplete project. He just took the money. Oh, I did work. Yeah, okay, where's the work? It's not finished. Okay, well then give me the money back or give me the incomplete project. Got nothing. I have failed at everything. I kept pushing, man. That's all you can do. There's nothing else you can do. This is the burden of performance. You have to just push through whatever you go through, man. And you can't let it. Bro, you don't get a day off. You don't get a day off. I'm sorry, man. I was talking to his brother. I got him the woman he wanted to get. Twice. He dropped the ball twice. Love the brother for the sake of Allah. Not crapping on him one bit, but sometimes you just got to take them L's so you can learn. Got him the women he wants. He mashallah. I was like, yo, this brother killing it. Yeah, little sisters. I was like, well, how you land that, bro? I'm literally like that. Mashallah. You shouldn't be talking about stuff. Well, this is ex-wives now, so it don't matter. But anyway, I got the brother what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, I'm having problems, this, that, and the other. I was like, bro, I told you was going to have problems. First marriage, second marriage, same thing. Problems. I was like, bro, you don't get a day off. It you push through that stuff, man. This is where I was talking about in that one video. This is where, discipline comes into play, because motivation ain't going to carry you all the time. Motivation is not always going to be there. You're not going to be motivated every day. You have to discipline yourself. So you just got to push through everything and just be like, you know what? Okay, this was a mistake. I learned from this mistake. Let's keep going. And you're human. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to do it perfect. Stop trying to put these expectations on yourself that you're going to be perfect. Strive for it. Absolutely. Especially in your religion, strive for it. But understand you are going to make mistakes. And when you make those mistakes, when they come along, because life is dynamic like that, you just got to keep pushing, bro. You have to. And I'll tell you right now, it's just been 3 months. I never thought I'd end up where I'm at right now, but all those mistakes brought me to where I am right now. And it's like I landed in a perfect position at the job that's perfect for me, for a guy who made the mistakes that he made. Because now when I see mistakes happen, I'm like, yeah, I saw that stuff back in 1985. I'm literally like that right now. I'm at a job like, I saw that in 1992. I'm that old guy at work. Yeah, when I was back in 98, back this was 98 was the year I took my I was like wander around conversations. Yeah, that was the year I took my shahada in 1998. Did you know that? No. Yeah, man, I was in Germany. But anyway, back then, that guy, what he was doing, I was doing that right there. I'm telling you, that is right there. That's a bucket of worms that was vomited up by a rotten bass, my friend. I'm telling you that right there ain't gonna go well. I'm that old guy. There just comes a point where it clicks. And inshallah, you ain't gotta wait long for it to happen. But one day, one way or another, you gotta go. You have to take them L's so that you can come to that point where it's like, you're the old or you're the young sage. And you're like, you know what? I've seen this. I know where this is going to go. I haven't seen it, but I've seen this start. And I know generally that start's not going to go well. And if it does go well, then you're like, oh, I learned something new. Because you understand a new process to get through a mistake that cost you in the past. But you understand from the initial point, like, okay, this is probably going to go bad. Let me advise him in case he doesn't know. Oh, you don't want to hear it? Okay, let's watch how this turns out. If it turns out well, you learned a lesson. If it turned out bad, he learned a lesson. It's just how it is, man. You got to make the mistakes, and you can't let it eat you. You can't. Damian Platts, 25 super chat. Barakallahu feet. The best way to grow as a man is to go through every single emotion, face every situation head on, be thankful for your struggle. Absolutely. You have to face the struggle. That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah, you have to face that struggle, man. You can't get around it. So, it is what it is, man. Just, embrace the struggle, dude. That's what you got to do. You have to embrace it. You can't just I have to do the struggle. You have to embrace it. You have to enjoy the suck, as they call it in the military. You just, you getting stuck in the mud and pulls your boots off. You got to enjoy it. You can't, I tell the jujitsu story. I tell it all the time, and he makes a good point. In jujitsu, my worst position used to be side control bottom. If someone got side control on top of me, I was like in a horror scene. I couldn't get out of it. And so when I was 4-stripe blue belt, I think it was, and I was just, I could tell I was like on the verge of purple. I was like, man, this is not working with side control bottom. I hate this. I'm going to be stuck here forever. It was like a year straight, maybe. No, it wasn't a year straight, but it was like maybe like 6 or 7 months because I was training like 4 days a week, jiu-jitsu. I was like, every time we roll, I'm going to start side control bottom. I hate side control bottom. I hated it. I started there every single time. The worst position, getting tapped out, staying there for 5-minute rolls, 3-minute rolls, being stuck side control bottom. One day, clicked. Then there came a point where nobody could keep me in side control bottom, except my coach. Nobody else could keep me there. It came to the point I had learned how to tap people out from side control bottom. It technically, by jiu-jitsu standards, should not happen. That's how good I got at side control bottom. Then when we reversed it, I understood side control top. Like in my mind, I've been through every single scenario. I'm like, this dude, what are you going to do? I know what you're going to do next. And so I became a master of side control top. Didn't even have to train it because I trained the worst scenarios, every last one of them, for like months upon months, class upon class, roll upon roll, side control bottom. I knew what to do to avoid a guy getting mount, how to avoid him taking my back, how to avoid getting armbarred, how to avoid getting kimura'd, getting choked out, cross collar chokes. Bro, that's life, man. You got to do life like that. Okay. All right. You got some stuff for me? I got some stuff for you. Watch this. Absolutely. I see so many online master masculine types, echo chambers, but none of them have happy relationships. They're just bitter. Man, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'm Mubarak. I'm not going to put evil eye on myself, but bro, the past, it's just been good lately. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Like I said, it's been so good lately. I'm almost scared. Something's about to go wrong. I don't know what. It's like, when did it get this good? When did life get this good? MashaAllah. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Did you get an order from the synagogue event? What? No, I haven't. Sorry. No, I haven't been in no synagogues recently. Sorry. Do I recommend martial arts for everyone? Yes. Why wouldn't you? Absolutely. Go to it. Get to it. Yeah, you got to just do the work, bro. There's no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it. So Wayak, this makes sense. This dunya is the battle for every human has to go through. I really appreciate advice. May Allah bless you both words and you. Bro, it's just like that. The religion, everything, it's never easy, man. None of it's easy. My man, JW, applies to people as well. Older you get, the more you see patterns and tendencies. Absolutely. I was telling the fams the other day, it was this week. There's this guy that I almost let slip where I work. That was close at the job. Most of the people, they're very affable, very nice and kind and polite people, very friendly. But there's this one guy, he's very friendly, but I've seen his type so many times. I'm like, that guy, he's got nothing but dirt in his heart towards me. That guy hates me. And I could just see it in his eyes. I could see it in his posture, the way he changes, the way he addresses me, the way he wow, there's that guy just completely focuses on me and probes in his questions and his conversations. I'm just like, dude, I've been here before. Dude, I've seen this on the internet yesterday. Like, who you talking to, man? Like, yo, I'm a sucker. I'm just like, hey, man, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, I'm good, man. What's that? Yeah, no, everything's, I just play cool, but I'm like, man, I know what you're up to. You know what I mean? While I'm in the background, figuring out what department he's in, who he's connected to, what's going wrong in his department, because when push comes to shove, I'm going to eat your lunch. You know what I'm saying? Will you come back to America eventually or stay in Europe? I might have to come back to America, but just for the job I do, so job related duties. Otherwise, I have no intention. If I can get out of doing the job related duties, then I won't even come back for that. Yeah, I have no plans on it. I don't think so. I'd rather learn from other people's mistakes than learn all on my own the hard way. I mean, yeah, if you can learn from other people's mistakes, fine. But most people are too arrogant to do that. Most people are too arrogant to follow this methodology right here. Because everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks they're perfect. Oh, no, it's not going to happen to me. I'm going to do it right. And everybody says, no, I'm not that guy that's going to say that. And then they all turn into that guy that says that. Experience in life tells me you're the guy that's going to make mistakes on your own. Because I've seen this before. 49 years of life, some of it as a child, obviously, tells me that you're probably going to make a lot of mistakes. You know why? Because that's just human nature. People just want to try and do things their own way and set their own course in their own path. And fine, you can do that if you have the compiled data and experiences from yourself or from others. Absolutely. Take it. Like I said, observe others. Most people they're going to make their mistakes. And that's fine, actually. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. You see, this right, and I'm not attacking you, Momo. I mean, do what you want to do, but this is an ego invested personality, and you want to be perceived in a particular way. Momo doesn't make any mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. And one of your biggest mistakes is going to be the fact that you don't want to make mistakes. Because when you do make a mistake, you're going to be the guy, and I'm not attacking you, Momo, but I've seen this before. Like JW said, you're going to be the guy that's going to try and cover it up. You're going to be the guy that tries to hide it because not me, that guy. And when it comes time to point the finger on what happened, who did what, 100% ownership, own your stuff, is not going to happen. So, I mean, I'd rather do it too. I'd rather look at someone else's mistakes and learn from them. But it almost never happens. Why? Because people, there's almost nobody does that. Just almost nobody who does this right here. I mean, there are people that do it, but I mean, obviously, when you're top achievers, top, performers, that means you're forging ways and paths that other people are afraid to. Good example. There was a TV interview with Elon Musk and his brother. And his brother said, I invested in SpaceX when nobody else would. And he's like, every time a rocket crashed, I would celebrate. And it's like, well, this is the most expensive rocket I've ever, money I've ever spent or whatever else. And Elon wasn't laughing. He was like, what the heck? So, and then it was later asked, I think it was the same interview, but it was later, but it was cut into two different clips. He said, what would happen if there was a fifth crash? Because, he had 4 crashes. He said, what would happen if there was a fifth crash? He said, we would have failed. We wouldn't have made it. This dude out here burning money on rockets, and they're failing left and right. This is just the biggest example we have of one of the most, successful people we know. This dude was out here making mistakes left and right, but he was also forging a path that nobody else had taken before him. Who went out there and actually made a whole rocket company on their own, and they made a rocket company of autonomous, intelligent rockets that can land themselves. The world will remember him because he decided he would go out and do what it takes to make that happen. And that comes with mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes and expensive ones. Bro, embrace it, man. It's part of your humanity, man. It's part of your humanity, bro. If you can do that and learn from it and build on top of it, now, of course, if you want to build a rocket company, Momo, first off, they're going to put you in jail because you're a Muslim. Why is that Muslim building rockets? But at least you won't have to make like all the mistakes Elon did, right? Don't make rockets, bro. They're going to get you. But you see what my point, inshallah. As a fellow black man, how do you deal with racist family who don't want you to marry their daughter? Have you ever experienced this before? Yeah, I experienced it before. Don't do it, bro. Just find somebody else, man. Just find somebody else. Because them people always gonna be racist. You know, you can't help that. Even if the girl loves you and you know she's gonna love you, you're gonna always fight with the family, which is gonna lead to you end up fighting with her. You know, even if she recognizes and does recognize the racist, generally it's gonna end up because she loves them. You know, and you can't expect her to not love them. You know, it's her family, and them people are never gonna love you. You know, well, not always. That's not necessarily true. I'm speaking in real generalities. It's just not advisable. You know, if you can get past it, fine. But a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to end up breaking up the families, or that family's going to end up breaking up your family. And y'all have to be real resilient people who are willing to break the rules of Islam in order to be together. And I'll give you an example from my life. One of my mistakes, one of my histories. So when I was with my first wife, who I stayed with for 26 years, you know, her family is very racist. She's an ethnic German. She's Hitler's like dream child. You know, that's how she looked back in the days when I married her. And she's older now, but you know, she's still that, you know, that classic Aryan white girl. And her parents didn't like me, you know. And so what happened was she made a choice. She made a decision. It was like they were like, you know, him or us, and she chose me. And 3 years her family didn't talk to her. 3 years. And then when we had our twins, that's when, you know, they found out, obviously, because we were still living close by, you know, and on the New Year's, you know, they're not Muslim. So her dad got drunk, whatever else. And he was just like, I lost everything, lost my job, lost this, lost that. He had a medical condition. I lost, you know, medical function of this, at the other, you know. And he's like, you know, I lost my daughter. And then the family was like, oh, dang it, you know, and they gave up. They dropped it, you know. And then, of course, when grandkids came into the whole play, you know, they were like very happy. But I've heard of like another story from this woman in Germany. You know, her parents, they absolutely hate the kid, even though he's mixed, and it's their grandchild. So you never know how it's going to turn out. You know, it could change for the better, but that right there is the rule breaking of Islam, cutting the family ties. So she was given the option to cut the family ties. We weren't Muslim at the time, obviously. When we first met, neither of us were Muslim. You'll end up cutting the family ties. It's not permissible. You gonna do that? I mean, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to come to that, but there's a good chance it will. So just keep it pushing, bro. There's like 7 billion people on the planet, and just over half of them are women. Just bump it, bro. You know, it's not worth pursuing. You know. MashaAllah, barakallah fi. Very true, but alhamdulillah, I ain't afraid to make mistakes. I just take the path of least resistance when it's available to me. You sound like me back when I was like at the University of Maryland. I should have stuck with engineering and I didn't. Sometimes that resistance is good for you, bro. I don't know. But you know, hey, if it works for you, bro, and you can find success within the khalas, man. I ain't gonna, you know, I'm not gonna argue with anybody's system if you can make it work. If you can make it work, man, mashallah. The self-improvement stuff is rough when you're completely alone. Life feels so devoid of any joy. It's not supposed to be this way. No, it's not. And I agree with you. You need a tribe. Every guy, you ain't got to join my men's community. Don't join my men's community, but you need a tribe of guys that you can talk to, a tribe of guys that can push you. You know, we got JW here. We got Abu Future Trunks. He's in the men's community. You know, we got a few people in the comment section of the men's community. We always encourage each other to go to combat sports. Brothers, I said this in, you know, other lives. Brothers in there posting their videos, going to combat sports now, whatever else. You know, we got brothers in there killing it financially, although we don't really talk about that as much as we should. I think in my humble estimation, we got brothers out there, you know, scoring multiple wives for the first time, stuff he would have never done before. So we got dudes in there leveling up. It's not happening on the scale that I wanted to. I think we need to focus on that in 2022. In this next year, we got brothers. He just accepted Islam, came into the group, accepted Islam, got his brother to accept Islam. So we're you know, what you need to be around is guys who are focused on self-improvement. Then you're not alone, because now you got multiple dudes around you and they're all focusing on the same thing. How do I get better? His better is not the same better as yours. We got a brother in there. He's trying to hit like, what was it? He's trying to hit over $1 million in his business this year in 2022. He's trying to get better. I'm trying to get better too, but his better and my better are on different levels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to catch him in that. Not this year. Maybe I will. Inshallah. We'll see. Co-wife.com might actually do it. We'll see what happens. But it doesn't have to be the same for everybody to want to push one another, to be better. And then you're not alone, because now you're around like-minded people who are trying to help you get better. Make your own tribe. You don't have to be alone. You just got to find the right people, make a tribe with those people. There you go. And you shouldn't be alone. Since where in human's history do we find our people just running around in the bush by themselves? It doesn't happen. We form tribes. It's natural. It's the natural order. It's the fitra that Allah's put inside of us, that we group together in some sort of likeness. And alhamdulillah, for the first time, Islam came and united disparate people who were from different tribes, different colors, different races, different this, different that. They all came together. You had Black Africans, you had white Europeans, the Roman, we had Arabs from different tribes that were warring each other for generations. They all came together. One tribe, one ideology. So find your tribe, bro. And if you can't find your tribe, make it. Don't wait for somebody else. Never wait for even finding your own homies to help you make your own tribe. Don't wait. I'm gonna tell you something. Life, one of the biggest mistakes I regret is just wasting time. I even tell my trolls, don't waste your time. You're gonna regret it. Don't waste time waiting for somebody else. Push. We're doing the legalities for my business. I asked like 3 people. One of them fell apart. I got 2 other people working on it. I'm not going to wait. Somebody's going to make this happen, because sometimes you reach the point where you can no longer function. So you need to put out several feelers. And if someone feels bad because you asked other people, oh, you didn't trust me? I can't wait. I don't know what your program is. You might be having girl troubles or whatever else. You fight with your girl 3 nights a week. I got to make stuff happen. Don't wait. Go out and make your tribe, bro. You ain't got to be alone. There's somebody out there saying the exact same thing as you. Sometimes, believe this or not, I'm on TikTok, right? It's true. I'm on TikTok. You know how many people? I'm on German TikTok. You know how many people in Germany have moved to Germany and they say they're lonely? I watched 50 videos, no joke. 50 videos, people saying they're lonely. Saying, well, why don't y'all 50 people get together? They're tagging each other and making these stitches of each other saying how they're lonely. I'm like, well, you just made a stitch of a lonely person saying he's lonely, and then you're saying you're lonely on that person's stitched up video. Why don't y'all get together? They all waiting around for just something magical to happen. They're going to fly through my window. No, bro. Go out, make a tribe. You ain't got to be alone. Go do it, man. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. FBI, what's good, man? Fix my no-fly status. Yo. Nah, America's not my place, man. I wasn't really feeling America. I just didn't. I don't know. It just doesn't. I'm a TCK. I'm not a kid anymore, but third culture kid. I'm from one culture and I grew up in another, and therefore I don't really fit in anywhere. I don't fit in German society. I don't fit in American society. So that's why I don't hang around with nobody. I really don't hang around with nobody. I had a brother over from the job. He was the first visitor I had since I moved to this house. In my 5 years at my house, I had maybe 4 visitors total. I just don't, I don't really hang with people, man. And when I do hang with people, it's very specific. Like JW in the comments, Like JW in the comments, I met him. We're very specific. We're both Americans, both, from military background, both met, in Germany, that's my, my homie, you know what I'm saying? So I hang around a lot of people like that. Most of my homies and my friends, they're really close. They all have military experience. There's something about military people that's slightly different. I don't know what it is. Hey, man. 1 second, guys. Hey, I'm on a live show. Can you not call? You keep on cutting people hearing the phone ringing on my live show because it's coming up on my on my PC. Give me some time here. So anyway, no, I didn't leave because of work. No. Ah, nice. There we go. See, he's in the mental community. You're in the mental community. Nice. Oh snap! Nice. But that's all online. Yeah, we got guys meeting though. We got guys that are meeting. We got like okay, yeah, we had two guys meet. We got more than two guys meeting. We got guys out there actually meeting face to face. It's just we haven't had a group meet because lifetime, corona, all this type of other stuff. But brothers are out there meeting. We got guys in the community that are meeting. So, and I encourage it. I do it myself, but Germany trying to be like all Gestapo with their lockdowns and or whatever you want to call this goofy stuff. With divorce and extreme feminism rampant in America, what do you advise brothers to do who want to marry? To be honest, $5 super chat. Oh nah, oh nah, bro, head out east. Stay away from these sisters out here in the west until they get their heads together. I honestly and firmly support that. Brothers going to different countries and different nations and marrying women from these different countries and nations that come from more traditional backgrounds. You're never going to escape, the influence of Western mentality in the world because the internet and, social media and just media in general is so pervasive and so powerful. But, what happens, the difference is most of these women from like different parts of the world, they have more realistic views of the world because they live in a life and a world that doesn't allow them to think, like, oh yeah, if I, beat this guy, this is going to be like this and this is going to be like that. They're looking at how everybody around them lives. And when it comes down to the standards that we live in the West or whatnot, and it's not to say that they, marrying poor people and, and using that as some sort of advantage. No, but their worldview is realistic. It doesn't allow them to dream and have crazy ideas of their place in the world. And our sisters in the West, man, they need to bring it down several notches. It's like they act like they ain't. You got littler sisters, yo. And I'm not saying I don't want to crap on nobody's job or nothing, but it's like, yo, you the checkout girl at Tesco, and now you talking about you want like a 80,000 maher. Hey, how about I bring down 80 packs of eggs just to make your life miserable and make you check that out and then ask for a refund? What are you talking about? They regular people, like they don't walk outside like the rest of us, look around the neighborhood and then see that brother and that brother, both of them interested in marrying her. Like she don't live in the same neighborhood with them. Like she just walks outside with her handbag that she, worked like 2.7 years to afford, because it's like 3 times her monthly salary. And like she walks out and gets into a Bentley and is driven out of this hellhole that all these other brothers that are approaching her lives in. They delusional, dude. And sisters out east, women from different parts of the world, they don't have that luxury. They understand how the world really works. They're not delusional. You out here literally talking to women who are asking for stuff they can't get from their dad. It's like your dad ain't that dude, and he's been on Earth 30 years longer than me. Delusional. You head out east, man. Go out east, go to Africa, go to Asia, go to parts of the Middle East where these women, you're gonna have to look also there. There's places that are just infected also. But you dealing with like a group of people, they're lost, bro. This is a lost generation of women. These sisters raised in the West, a lot of them. I'm not gonna say all of them. I don't want to generalize, but a lot of them, bro, it's a lost generation of women, completely just destroyed. There's a lot of good women out there, man. They're easier to find other places. I hate to say it. Sisters can get mad at me all they want, but they can't tell me I'm wrong. Even Hasbullah said it. Yeah, bro. I'm just out here going all crazy, man. I told you I'm tired, man. Look at my eyes, bro. I'm like, I think some people are struggling to find a tribe because they're surrounded by bad/negative people. This is true. I made a video and I talk about how the internet ruined everything, and I stand by that. The internet has ruined people, in the sense they don't understand how to interact with one another with respect. And while we're here, let's talk about this. If you're on Twitter, then you saw Andrew Tate like take on this other dude, and he took him down, man. And this is how the world should be. You know, you open your mouth, there's consequences. But the internet has taken us away from that. And so now you got people, they're having a hard time, functioning in the real world because the world is no longer real. Just like with sisters being delusional, because of what the internet's taught them, we got guys out here thinking they're powerful and thinking they can say whatever they want, however they want, act however they want, and just be whatever they want, just go rogue and don't have to be, loyal, people who have integrity and dignity, or show, loyalty and dignity and integrity to other people because of the internet. And so it's hard to find good people. This is one of the reasons why I put like a price, on the men's community, because there's just, it's going to filter out certain people. It's going to filter out people who are there with the idea that I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna act stupid, I'm gonna act a fool, because there's something to lose, because you can't get kicked out. There's no question about it. I've got admins, they're allowed to, I'm gonna block them, I'm gonna kick them out. It's happened too. JW's kick people out of groups. So there's consequences for your actions, and it puts a price on it. But most people who are willing to pay to get inside there, they're not going to be those people anyway. So there's a clear delineation between the personality types. Type of person who generally wants to get in for free, they're not going to bring it. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about valuing something, and that value, unfortunately, because of the times we're in, it's money. Because there's no personal dignity and honor amongst people most of the time, especially when it comes to online relationships. And right now we've started off as an online community. And it's not, the intention is not to stay like this. We're people get mad, people can get mad, not you. I'm just saying in general, I'm talking to the internet. Get mad, I'm Salafi. Am I the best Salafi? No, absolutely not. I'm not the best Salafi out there, I'm not. But I am a Salafi by my Aqidah and by my manhaj. You ask me questions and you ask me, I know Allah and all this, I'm going to tell you the Salafi answer. It's my beliefs. My admins are all Salafi. So there was a point here. I lost it. There was a point. There was a point I was wanting to connect this here. But that's what happens when you go live tired. Dignity, honor, men. Anyway, I don't know what my point was. My point was, let's just get back to it. I don't know. I'm going to go with it. Maybe it'll click again. There has to be some sort of honor. Let me just go back to my point because I lost it. There was a real good point I was trying to make, and I was trying to tie it together. Anyway, honor and dignity amongst people. It just has to be there. And there has to be, interpersonal consequences. And since there is no interpersonal consequences because we don't have interpersonal relationships, it's internet, then there has to be some other cost. There has to be something else to hold people to value their personal dignity and their personal honor, or there has to be at least something to prevent them from thinking that there's no consequence for your actions or behavior. In real life, that consequence is someone who might punch you in the face, but that doesn't exist here because we're on the internet. So online, you have to put in methodologies. If someone comes in a group for free, there's no there's nothing. There's no problem with coming in a group acting stupid because there's no loss, And so it's unfortunate because, people are not worried about their personality, their dignity, their honor as a man, and how the world will view them because you get kicked out of the online community. Too bad. Yeah. Well, in real life, back in the days when you were a tribe of like 300 people surrounded by a hostile environment and other hostile tribes, getting kicked out of the tribe was a death sentence. And so people were beholden to have, the rules and the regulations of the tribe and the group. So, we have to put into, place mechanisms to filter out these people. Now, when you're talking real life, you're going to have to find mechanisms that way. Online, it's easier actually than offline because online, there's consequences in terms of like a financial loss that a person might incur by acting a certain way. Offline, it's a little bit more complicated. Now you have to actually find a way to, vet those individuals that are in your tribe. I wish I could remember that selling point. It was really good. I know that. I was like, man, it's going to be a good one. Whatever. Yeah. I only know 2 guys in the self-improvement. Hang with those 2 guys. Those 2 guys probably know somebody else. Then you got 7 guys or whatever. Well, the math was bad as heck right there. There's 3 guys. Then maybe those guys know somebody else, and you continue your numbers. And then those other guys know somebody else, because self-improvement people are always looking for ways to self-improve. Obviously, that's what self-improvement's all about. And so they're always connected to somebody who can help them. And those people that they're connected to that can help them are probably self-improvement people also. You can grow a circle really fast like that. Yes. Can't put enough emphasis on how important networking is. Religious groups are one great option. Men are meant to fight in tribes. Absolutely. Like them or not, hate them or not, I don't. That's irrelevant. Andrew Tate and Rich Cooper did a very good interview. It's a new one, and the purpose, or excuse me, the benefits of networking are like really talked about in there. You should really check it out. Networking is very important, especially for us as Muslims. But one of the problems is with us as Muslims, it's like we hate each other, man. I don't get it. It's like it's really Muslims really just be out here just dashing and attacking each other. You know what I mean? Like if everybody don't hate us and then we in here hating each other, it's a really weird thing, man. So it's really tough. But you ain't gotta be, bro. You ain't gotta be. You say the importance of tribes, but you don't hang with anyone. Yes. Because those people who I consider in my tribe, they're quality. Quantity, what's quantity, bro? Quality is everything. I have a very small circle. It's a very small circle, But that circle is quality people. They are quality people. I don't want like 100 fake friends. I don't want 100 fake people in the tribe. I don't want 100 fake people. I don't want 100 fake people. Guys will tell you with the men's community, it's gone up and down in numbers. There was times when there was just a few of us in there. Then we had like huge numbers. Now we're coming back up to good numbers. But now we grow slowly, but we don't have any trash people in there. We had trash people in there. We've had some trash people in there that had to be removed, even recently. But what we don't have is we don't have mass numbers. Some of these guys will tell you they were in multiple groups with me. We were in groups on Facebook. We were in groups on WhatsApp. We were in groups here and there. Now we have this one. Quality is significantly better, than what we had before. It's not as active as it should be because I'm still trying to adjust to my new life and my new job and whatnot. I'm trying to get back in the gear of like interacting with the tribe more. But really, it's far better than what we dealt with before. So and my personal circle, yes, it's very small. People who have met my children, JW example. You talk about that brother. I love that brother. Like I love more than I love my real brother, to be honest. This guy, he's actually held my children when they were babies. Now he sees them as adults. That's how long we've been brothers for over 20 years. I've seen his children as babies. Now they're walking around full grown legal adults, Well, not all of them, but one of them. So, it doesn't have to be a big circle. You don't need a big circle. If you have that quality group of people, you're gonna be satisfied with it. Quality is way more important than quantity, But if you can have a quality large tribe, alhamdulillah. So yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What do you think about depression? Do you think it's real? For some, it's a cop out for not trying very hard. I think it's called huzn in Islam. There's a dua for it. I don't know. I think is that what it's called? Huzn? Someone help me out with the Arabic translation. And there's a dua for it. So there is recognition in Islam of feeling a particular way, gloomy and whatever. And there's actually a dua for it. I don't know if that translates to depression. Of course, you can always feel bad, but what do you do with that? Do you let that like overtake you? Let's say depression is real. All right, let's go with the idea that depression is real. What do you do with that depression? Anger is real. We accept anger is real, right? I channel my anger into something else. I channel my anger into my work. I channel my anger into my trolls, which gives me more work. I wrote like multiple books in anger, What do you do with that? Sometimes when I feel bad, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad sometimes. So I'm just like sitting there like, man, this is not going away. Why? I don't like this. That's sometimes you have a particular course in life. You don't like it. It's working, but you don't like it. Yeah, what do? Like, okay, what am I going to do with this? Am I going to sit here and just feel bad and keep living this, or am I going to make that work for me? And so, take that feeling and turn it into something. Turn it into a project. Turn it into like fixing yourself or something like that. You know, I don't think it's all sun and I don't think life was meant to be all sunshine and rainbows and whatnot and butterflies. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I said it earlier. Maybe you weren't here, but I mean, I failed at so much stuff, bro. I don't have any depression left. I don't. I got very few tears and very little depression left. I just don't. Something goes wrong, I'm just like, here goes this again. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, let's just get back to work. I just don't have it anymore. Sometimes I get upset and I'm just like, oh man, this right here is my life. And then I take action. You know, I got little kids. They do the craziest stuff. So what I do, I'm just like, man, you can't tell me I'm still doing this. I'm like almost 50, and these little kids drive me crazy like if I was 20. What I do, I proactive that. So now I got like little rubber bumpers all over the house so that they don't break stuff. I got this, that, the other. Bro, if depression's real. It doesn't matter. Life don't stop. And suicide's not an option. I don't think it's an option for non-Muslims. It's definitely not an option for Muslims. What you going to take a permanent solution for a temporary problem? That's what suicide is. People I'm depressed. I'm going to kill myself. Well, permanent solution to a temporary problem, and I'm not. And I've made all the mistakes there are to make. It's all temporary, man. It's all temporary. If you got the patience and the hard work and just the drive to like just push through stuff, it all goes away. So, is it real? Probably. But does it have to just consume your life? Probably not. Why, bro? You gonna show up? You got questions? Where do you join the group and find out? Before marriage, how do you know the girl's really into you and not for your money? If she's asked for a bunch of money, she ain't into you. That's an easy one, bro. If she's asking you for money, she's not into you. Period. If she's asking for bucket tons of money, if you're that guy for her, she's gonna make it easy for you. If you're not, I'll marry him for $1 million. You're literally that guy. You're that guy. Yeah, I'll marry him. She's got $1 million. But they know you don't got $1 million, so they make it some number that seems big to them. 50,000. I need to tell you, bro, that's you. No. There's no hope in the West, man. That's tough. I should have listened to my mother years ago. No, I wouldn't say there's no hope in the West. It's just everybody's competing for the same women. Those same sisters, that everybody wants, that woman that's out there, that good sister, bro. It's a lot of dudes looking for her in the West. You know what I mean? So you could probably find 50 of her, out of 100 in another country, But out here, it's like she's one out of she's literally one out of 50,000. So yeah. There you go. He met with an anonymous assassin twice. Yeah, okay. Momo makes a good point here, but I'm gonna tell you something, Momo. This is a good one. I like this. MashaAllah, barakallahu feek. He says, I'll happily pay 80K Maher at the condition that she's beneath my feet 24/7 and runs to me if I ring a bell, Pavlov style. But see, here's the thing, bro. I got married like this to multiple women, and I got that right now. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't, bro, 80K? I ain't even pay close to that. My wife, if I said, babe, get out of bed, I wouldn't do this to her. I was like, babe, get out of bed. She's downstairs in bed with the kids, putting the kids to sleep and everything. I was like, get out of bed and come up here and put my shoes on time. I don't wear shoes in the house. She'd do it. It wouldn't even have to make sense. She'd do it. I gave her a Quran. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you're gonna pay 80K, definitely get your money's worth. I want my money's worth. You better get it. Yeah, Abuamerican, you're right. I talked with a few prospects back home, and they're less delusional than in the West. Absolutely, they have no choice. They have to be less delusional. Reality is smacking them in the face every day. There's a lot of fake people. Just I think in every age, I just think it's far more widespread nowadays because the internet's made it more permissive, And so what happens is people start now, because the internet's part of life, people don't know how to turn it off, on and offline. That's why I don't put on an act. The guy you meet here online is going to be the guy you meet offline. It's easier. It's easier because I ain't gotta put on an act or anything like this. Damian Platts with the 10 Ron super chat. Colty got checked. Should be an example to people. Absolutely. It was an excellent. It was excellent. Are you still cool with Fit, aka I don't know who that is. Fit? I don't know who this is, bro. Sorry. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I like your content, but I see how you are on Twitter, and it's opposite of what you are saying now. Okay, if you say so, bro. Actually, I pointed out to you that women should seek knowledge, and you blocked me, even though I'm a polygynist. I don't, bro. I don't mean this as an insult. I don't mean this as an offense. I don't even remember you, man. Bro, I just block people on the goofiest stuff. Maybe you said something goofy. You said it in a goofy way, and I just blocked you. I'm not gonna get worked up. I'm not gonna like stress myself out or whatever else. Well, that brother said this, and I'm gonna start arguing with you. You might have said something goofy in a goofy way, and I just blocked you, bro. This is what I tell people to do to me. If my content bothers you, just block me. Well, I get worked up over Abuamerican. I'm not gonna get worked up over people. So I don't mean it in an offensive way. I really don't. Well, but I don't know who you are, bro, and I don't remember you. Oops. Guys, and take a lesson from this. Guys are coming at me and whatnot, and I'm not saying that's what you did. Maybe you didn't come at me. Maybe we were being sincere, and I didn't catch that because I deal with so many trolls, so I can't tell what you're on. But it's like, bro, I don't even know who you people are, man. I don't mean it as an insult or offensive. You remember this? I don't remember it. I don't remember you. And this is how you got to be on the internet, even with people who got followings and names, whatever else, man. Just out of sight, out of mind, switched off. I don't remember the situation. Why you remember the situation? I don't even know why you remember the situation, bro. Because I don't remember the situation. You're gonna have to elaborate and you fill me in. I just don't know who you are. I don't remember the conversation. I don't remember the discussion. That's how much all this internet back and forth affects me, bro. I don't remember any of this stuff. And I'm just using this as a lesson. I'm not picking on you, bro. So don't take it as that way. But guys be coming at me, and I'm like, 5 minutes later, I'm like talking to the wives. I'm like chilling and chatting, trying to talk to my homies on Telegram. Bro, I forget y'all people instantly. And then I get a little notification, and I'm like, oh, hey, look at this guy. Turn off, take my phone, throw it like this. Bro, y'all are gone. Like, literally. I got kids, I got wives, I got business, I got work, I got family. I don't remember any of y'all guys. All y'all trolls, I'm not saying you're a troll, bro. You seem like sincerely upset, so I'm just addressing the situation. But you have to see it from my perspective. I just don't remember you people. Y'all come here and y'all act like I'm really like focused on y'all, and I'm not. I don't know who you are. I don't care. If you were JW, I'd take it to heart. If you use JW, I'd be like, oh, I need to fix this. I get on the phone and call you right now. Who are you, bro? Was this last year? Was this year? Was it this month? Was this? I don't even remember the conversation. Literally, we'll deal with it at the instant, and then it's gone. I can't keep all this in my head. I definitely can't carry it in my heart. So don't do the same, bro. This is my advice on this right here. I don't know what conversation we had, but you should let it go, bro. And not because it's me and it benefits me and you letting it go, but you obviously remember something that has very little importance. It's not that serious, bro. It's not that serious. It really isn't. Wallahi, it isn't that serious. I don't know what women in education. Yeah, go get an education. Don't get an education. I got multiple wives that have education. Guess what it didn't do? It didn't benefit them. They just want to be housewives, bro. They literally just want to be housewives. I ain't met a single woman that's gone into education and doesn't later on say, you know what, I wish I'd just been a housewife. Maybe I did say something about seeking knowledge. Maybe it's Islamic knowledge. I don't know. Everybody should seek Islamic knowledge, men or women. I mean, I definitely didn't block you over saying women should seek Islamic knowledge or something like that. Definitely didn't, And if I did, then okay, astaghfirullah, that's a mistake because everybody is obligated to seek knowledge, Islamic people. I just Sorry, bro. Ain't personal, but it definitely wasn't that important to me to remember you or what we were talking about. Absolutely, bro. I was talking in the men's community. We were on a see right there, gone. It's literally like gone. So yeah, in the men's community, we were talking about this just before we had like a Zoom, just before I came on, and I was just talking about that. You know, that back in the days, you could be with two people, and if I was talking about some other dude that none of us like, if I said something, you knew for a fact you was gonna end up fighting that guy. That was the generation I was in. There was no social media. Imagine that. There was literally nothing. There wasn't even the internet. The internet came later, like when I was like in high school, like almost graduating. I mean, it was there, but you know, it wasn't widespread like it is now. We had that modem that dialed up, you know. So you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. Like, what the hell is this old dude talking about, bro? We had them dial-up things that went over like landlines. You had to hook it up to your phone line, and it made that beeping noise. We didn't have social media, so if you talked lip, you knew you were gonna fight, and so either you didn't talk crap or you were ready to fight when you did talk crap. And I love to talk crap. So that's why I learned how to fight. And that's why, and I was saying this in that meeting also, dudes on the internet talking about, yeah, Abuamerican, I'm going to come beat you up or whatever. I was like, you guys act like I can't fight. I wrote a whole book about fighting, about how many fights I've been in my life. I'm 50. I go train boxing, and guys that are 22, 23 in their testosterone and physical prime are getting smacked around the boxing ring. And this guy's on the internet talking about he's going to beat me up. Okay. Ahmed 464 201, who just made his account yesterday, come beat me up. Okay, come on, man, come beat me up. Because I got a whole bunch of non-Muslim dudes who hate me at the boxing club, and they can't beat me up. So you can get in line with them dudes, and you're gonna see me with my old gray hair beating you up and punching you in the face. And you're gonna be surprised that I can take any hit that you can throw at me, because you know what? People hit me without boxing gloves, and I took it. Please, just come and beat me up, please. Come on. I've only trained with professional boxers, professional kickboxers, professional jiu-jitsu fighters. For you, internet tough guy, you gonna just come along and beat me up? Okay, all right, fine. Man, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time. We haven't actually knowledgeable men who can speak to marriage. Yeah, all of us. I mean, bro, Barakallahu feet. Man, a lot of guys all. I mean, bro, I don't know what happened, man. You know, if I treated you unjustly, man, I apologize, bro, but I don't remember the conversation. You know, and I'm so, bro, I've got like 7,000 people blocked on Twitter. I can't unblock you. I'm sorry. I can't find you. I literally have that many people. I have a block bot that just goes around blocking people based off certain criteria. It's literally an active bot, and the list is so long now. I don't think there's a way I can find you on there. There's no search function. No, I'm not. Wow, he raised the price on $6,000. Wow. Okay. Wow. And a lot of people joined that too. Just going through some question, guys, trying to find a question. So the war room. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is correct or not, but it can definitely lead to it. You know, I mean, if you don't feel bad after sins, you know, if it doesn't affect your heart, you know, to where it's like you feel bad over time, then yeah, there's something wrong with your heart. Yeah, for sure. That could definitely depress you. It's true. It's true. My depression is depressed because I don't get depressed. My depression's over in the corner, like, you don't get upset. My depression is depressed because I'm just too busy to be depressed. I'm just over there like, that's the middle finger. I'm like, I'm just way too busy to be depressed, you know. Best resource I can give you, walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The best resource I can give you right now, because I don't have time to focus on cryptocurrency, is probably the Tokyo Crypto Show. Go check those dudes out. All the crypto gains I made came from those guys, and they've been pretty good. He's got some good picks, and I took them all, and they turned out well for me. Not all of them. Apparently they've had some bad picks, but the picks that I took, I did well on. I don't know anything about Moroccan women in that sense. I've never married one. Myron Gaines. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I still have an open invitation to go on Fresh and Fit, but I just don't know when I'm gonna get to the U.S. And he only does live, real world meetings now. I spoke to him about coming on the show, and talk to him, but there was no positive response. So, yeah. Ain't corrupted, man. The future ain't corrupted. Oh, you calling me out? Okay, mashallah. Yeah, I already know hard feelings, bro. No hard feelings for sure. I don't, even my trolls. I'm not saying you're my troll, but I'm just saying even my trolls. I don't really hate those dudes. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. Those guys actually made me a bunch of money, man. I'm kind of sad they're gone. They made me a lot of money because they always bring a crowd, and you put stuff in front of it, and then like a quarter of the crowd finds out like, oh, you actually ain't that bad. You've been crazy, but you ain't that bad, and then they become people who purchase your products and whatnot. Them dudes made me a bucket ton of money. Now they don't show up no more. I wrote a whole book just for the next time they show up. Now they don't show up no more. So yeah, no, I ain't got no hard feelings against nobody, bro. I don't keep that stuff in my heart, man. Like I said, there's people I actually hate, but none of them from the internet. No, there's a few people I hate from the internet. Okay, alhamdulillah. I don't lose any sleep, bro. Good, inshallah. I don't lose any sleep. That's good. Bro, I'm serious. There's no search feature. There's no search feature. Oh, well, maybe I can find you from your account. I don't know. I'll see what I can see. But yeah, it should work. I don't know if I can search you as blocked. Maybe I can. One second. I'll do it now. Since I said I'm going to do it, let me do it right now because I'll forget, and then you'll say like, "Man, this dude's a liar." So let me just look at ESS. What was it? And where's the live at? ESS EDX. EDEX. Oh, there you are. All right, unblocked. But you have to protect the tweets, though. It's kind of dodgy. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So there's no women that look extremely pretty without makeup. Yeah, yeah. I'm married to some women that look extremely good without makeup. That's how you guys see them. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it was rough, man. It was rough because I've always been tall to top it off, and I've always been big. It's just genetics, and so everybody want to cut their teeth on you because you're the big black dude. If I could beat up the black dude, everybody think I'm tough. So, man, I just always had to fight a whole bunch of people, man. It's like, yo, man, who are you? Why are you trying to mess with me? They just come up acting all tough, and it's like, all right, man, let's do it. And then you had to know how to fight because everybody trying to cut their teeth and look like they're the tough guy. I beat up the biggest black guy in the school. And then you got to beat those people up. You got to make them pay. So yeah. It's good, Assad. It really is. Taj shit is right, man. Twitter is a cesspool of intellectually questionable people. Like that, intellectually questionable. Definitely morally and ethically. And so there's no wonder why you have to block some people. Yeah, I don't even hesitate these days. I'm just like, okay, block, whatever, man. Because you can't waste a bunch of time. Because what happens is, my notifications have lessened significantly on Twitter. I used to go on Twitter and then my notifications was like 300-400 notifications a day. And it's like, if like 40% of that is just low quality stuff, you eventually waste a bunch of time trying to find the quality stuff. And so social media is like that in general. And I wrote this in my book about trolls. There's a theory in psychology called the broken window. Broken window theory. So what is the broken window theory? If you go into a neighborhood with a broken window, it's more likely to be a trash neighborhood, broken cars, trash on the roads, and more broken windows than like a ghetto place, because it sort of like psychologically makes permissive breaking windows and trashing the neighborhood because it's in a bad condition. And so your social media, this is for anybody who wants to use social media in a way that, like, you want to make a following or a group or whatever else, or your channel. If you allow trolls to like actually just come around and just troll, it just turns your entire channel into that, And so like in the broken window theory, you have to like root that stuff out, So it's the same concept. It really is, and that's what Twitter is. It's the broken windows, And so you have to block people like regularly. I don't understand the question. Walaikum salam. Hope all is well. I hope for you too. How can I start? What should I do to begin learning mixed martial arts? Bro, just go to class. Go to class. Find a school and go. I would say pick one discipline as a start and get really good at it. So pick, striking, maybe boxing, kickboxing, whatever else, or pick grappling, jiu-jitsu, sambo, catch wrestling, something, any of the submission combat arts, and get really good at that. And then pick up the next one, But don't let it go too far where you end up like Ronda Rousey, where you're only good at grappling. And in the moment you try to become a striker, everybody's beating you up and end your career. Twitter is really a bad place. Yeah. That's one thing I like about them. That's why I respond to the trolls, because they keep coming back to the video, and that just keeps on improving my algorithm, my numbers, and so they kind of like they do me a favor by coming. So this is one of the reasons why on YouTube I engage with the trolls, because they're good for the algorithm. It's really good because it shows a lot of activity taking place and whatnot. It helps things. So they hate me, but they help me. Barakallah feek, nobody should talk about their good deeds in the same way they shouldn't talk about their bad deeds. I don't know if you know this. This is a basic principle of ibadah, that you don't, these are not things you really talk about, So don't talk about your ibadah in the same way that you talk about your sins, but for different reasons, but for the same reasons. Allahu alam. You have to ask somebody. I don't want to go into anybody's reputations, whatever else. There's a bunch of women that got bad reputations. We shouldn't entertain these things, Don't entertain them. Well, welcome. Walaikum salam. Taj, it's good to have you here, bro. It's nothing but love, man. He said question was understatement. I agree with you, bro. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, I've read way too many books. And so I've learned like a whole bunch of weird stuff. And it was like, wow. Yeah, so yeah. But when I was doing research for my book on trolls, I actually came across that, because they were talking about online trolls. And you can see this in my book, that basically they fall under the category of psychopaths or sociopaths. They actually have, all online trolls have sociopathic or psychopathic attributes and traits, literally. So if you're an online troll and you think you're normal, you're not. There's actually something wrong with you. There's literally something is broken inside, unfortunately. And that's not an insult. It's like when women call men narcissists, because they won't, follow their beck and call. Oh, he won't, give me all his money and then let me abuse him. He's a narcissist. No, it's not like that. It's just like there's literally something wrong with you if you think trolling is normal and okay. There's literally something wrong with you. So yeah, I mean, not you, but you know what I'm saying. So in doing research, I found that out. Actually, there's a lot of research on online trolls actually that I didn't even know exist before I started to, write the book. And you, I mean, I guess you're talking to a different brother. Okay, he's talking to Beehive. Okay, thank you, Beehive, for whatever you. Hopefully, it was good advice. Hour and 30 minutes, guys. I think I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I just drank a whole cup of tea. It's like a big old thing of tea. There it is, right there, and it's calling. So I'll let stay on with you brothers more. But it is what it is, man. I gotta get out of here. Inshallah. Is there anything I need to announce or talk about? Oh, we got a big show coming up. Let me get the dates for you and the information. Give me 1 second. Big show. Big show coming up. Let me get this info. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Here it is. Thursday, the 27th, on Coach Kareem's channel. It's going to be, let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure who's going to be here. So it's going to be me, Coach Kareem, Gabriel Al-Romani, and Daniel Hakikatu. You guys know I can't say his name. Hajikaku. I can't say his name. So it's going to be me, Gabriel, Coach Kareem, and Daniel next week, 27th. Red Sings the Blues, gonna email you today. Yeah, hit me up, man. I've been waiting for it, actually. I've been looking for that email, bro. So, yeah, let's do it. Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I ain't got time for it, bro. I really don't. It's just like, if it doesn't help me, then I just block them. You know, if I don't see the benefit in having a troll and it's common up, like YouTube, it helps me. So I engage with them. But like, everybody else, like Twitter or whatever else, you just block. Yeah. So, guys, don't miss that show on Coach Kareem's channel. It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a good one. I don't know what the topic is, but be there, 27th. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Barakallahu Feek. Yeah, we'll see you. If you want to like hit me with a question or whatever else, or you need like a question answered or something that doesn't require a religiously qualified answer, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll try and read it. So we'll see you guys, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Y'all have a good weekend and a good night.